goes at. So that's why a lot of the time it sometimes like struggles with talking and stuff. Because everything's fine-tuned. If I just had it on like the standard person PNG tuber where you have like 4 and maybe some expressions or something, like that'd be fine. I don't have that, you know. I don't notice much difference yet. I obviously don't have knockback. I'll have to adjust that. And my resistances and stuff might be a problem. That was what I thought too. I guess like I haven't really explained stuff. Like Jaylee, I know in when you were doing your art stream and stuff, I know you were questioning like my character's hair and stuff. So the answer is when she's in her Kelly Venus form, right, the base avatar. Yeah, the cursed paint stuff. When she's in the Kelly Venus form, she has her hair is pulled up from like the hair that's above, like in the section above her ears. Is pulled back into a little ponytail over down hair at the back. So it's more of like an old-fashioned hairstyle kind of thing, where like the hair above my ears is pulled up into the bow, and the rest of it is down. When she has her alternate form, so when she transforms into Kitty Venus, she no longer has the bow, she no longer has human ears, so her hair automatically comes down. I don't know if I went over here or not. I think I did. I'll go check. So yeah, her hair automatically falls down out of the bow because she doesn't have ears. So it covers the lack of human ears. And yeah, so that's kind of the difference. Originally, my avatar, the bow would fall from her hair and end up on her tail. That's how it used to go. But I didn't really like the bow on tail look. I kind of I thought it was kind of a bit too generic. Especially since originally the Kitty Venus form was kind of inspired by Tokyo Mew Mew. So I kind of like had that inspiration, and if anybody knows Tokyo Mew Mew, they know that Ichigo's got a bow on her tail and stuff. But yeah, I didn't want her to look so much like that, because as my character evolved, like she has her own outfit and stuff. Like this outfit is not her Kitty Venus outfit, but I'm okay with it being her Kitty Venus outfit because eventually it changed anyway. Alright, let me just portal back to town. I wanted to portal back from here. I think I've got everything and I think we're pretty much good, but I did pick up some shit. Have a magical girl transformation sequence. Yeah, she does. Yeah, it's like, it's kind of a ponytail, but not.
It is an honor to.
Yeah, I know you kind of assumed it might have been a ponytail.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't think I have like a specific picture or something. Next time I do an art stream, I'll kind of point it out, because I don't really have like any like reference pictures or anything. I just know my character off by heart, kind of thing. But yeah, it just is that sort of way. I still love Tokyo Mew Mew. Yeah, I very much did too. My character has been inspired by a lot of very different things over the years. Like a lot of different animes, a lot of different TV shows, movies, books, all sorts of stuff. Like I know there's like at least a minimum that I'm aware of is 18 different types of shows and things that have inspired me. But my character's always been a self-insert character. So she's always just been me in their whatever world that show whatever was. So obviously when I was in like the Tokyo Mew Mew world, for instance, I liked cats, and I already had cat girl helpers because my Kelly Venus avatar, she has got a story and stuff like that. She's got like 9 cat helpers kind of thing. They are essentially cats that are magical that can turn into like human kind of forms, cat girl forms, to help fight and whatever. They're mostly like, I guess, like intel and sleuthing and stuff, and also they're cats, so, you know. But we ended up with, I think, 10 by the end of the partway through the second series. What the hell? Oh, sand leapers. There we are. Oh, cave leapers. I was going to say, I saw something. I'm like, I don't know what it was. But yeah. No, I've had like all sorts of forms with it. Like, I've shown it a little bit in art stream. before some of the inspirations and stuff, but Kelly Venus was actually... Diamond Venus was technically my first form because that's my person's battle form, essentially. But I essentially called that Kelly Venus in the beginning. But yeah, there's whole fucking lore and stories and all sorts of stuff. Eventually one day I'd like to have all the different forms that people could transform my character into. That'd be really cool. But there'd be four. There's four main forms. There's Kelly Venus, there's Diamond Venus, there's Lady Venus, and there's Kitty Venus. So, yeah. They all have, like, different things, different abilities, fucking different powers and shit. Essentially, Kelly Venus and Diamond Venus look basically the same. By the end of, like, my series, I guess, they essentially look pretty similar. Because it's same person, right? It's just that one's able to use magic and... Oh, hello. There is a shrine down here. I'll just grab that first. Skill shrine. Hello. Potentially red. Come on. Red or silver. I know you gave me the skills. Give me the fucking Valkyrie for it. I don't like where Eliza's stuck. Come on. You can't give me this and not give me a decent Valkyrie. Blue. Fine. I'll take that. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't have any, like, weapon knockback or anything like that at the moment. The resistance is... Like, I'm not noticing much difference, so I guess I'm doing about the same damage and shit, so it's not really much of a change. I was just hoping to get something that was, like, substantially better. But this is equal enough. Close enough to equal to count for an upgrade. Oh, man. Yeah, I don't know. I think the thing is, like... The Kelly Venus and the Diamond Venus, I already have like a very close variation to that. When my outfit gets changed to black dress, that's pretty much essentially what Diamond Venus kind of like ended up with, more or less. But yeah, I don't know. My character's had so many different forms. I'd love to sit down and be able to like draw them all or something, but it would take me absolutely fucking forever to find the images in reference to what and draw them all. Because like there's been times when I'm like, oh, I'd love to be able to show where this person, like where this element was referenced from or where this evolved to and why and stuff like that. And I'm like, I literally have, I actually don't know, probably, I would say probably 20 drawing books, give or take, behind me, give or take. Some of them are like fucking A3 things, and some of them are just like A4 and shit. And they're just full of my character and all her drawings and stuff. And then of course I've got 4 folders that have lore and stuff, and the stories and stuff in them, whatever. So it's quite a lot of shit. On top of that, that's not in those, I also have a super huge fucking binder that's just, actually I think I've got 2 binders that are full of all of like my little scribbles that I used to just draw on like loose sheets of paper and stuff, and like post-it notes and everything. I have all these fucking variations. The only problem is like all the post-it notes and loose pages and stuff, I don't really have dates on them, so I can't really tell quite when they're from. It's a bit of an issue. Because like, I tried to go through and save all my files and stuff. I tried to save all my manual pages so that I would have them in the computer for reference and stuff. And I'm like, I don't have a scanner, which means I have to take photographs. And then on top of that, a lot of my stuff doesn't have dates on it, so I can't exactly just file that where I want it to be. Let's check that in there. Alright. It's really weird seeing a bow that's not my main bow, but it's kind of good to shock it off me a little bit, because otherwise I'm just going to stay attached to that thing the whole time. Like, nothing will ever be good enough to replace it, you know? So it's better off that I put something that's equal-ish. Like, it is stronger, don't get me wrong. The only thing I didn't actually look at was straight off the bat, I didn't look at like my attack rating and stuff. Because I should be doing like some serious fucking damage now. But again, that's just doing damage. That's I do like my knockback, and this thing isn't socketed. I like my shit socketed. I'm very particular about my bows. This shit has to do fire. And it has to be fucking... It doesn't have to be fire and it doesn't have to be something, but I like my shit to do it. I do not generally stay with things that don't enhance my fire that much. Like, if it had have done enhanced fire on top of this enhanced damage shit, like the increased attack rating stuff, if it had have done that, I would be absolutely just walking through like a murder creature.
I can't carry anymore.
Just pure death. Death walking. That can go in there. I'm probably not gonna have space for this. Oh, something's casting something. Hey mate, what are you? You are sharp spelled quirk, cold enchanted, mana burn, and curse. Well, I don't have as much resistance to cold anymore. I'm actually 30% cold resistance. I thought that was more just a moment ago. I wonder what happened. Might have been when I completely took it off. Maybe. What the hell is this? Eliza is kind of dying. Hold on. Put that there. It does give me dexterity too, actually. Which, now that I think about it, would be probably helping even more with the fucking attacks. Although, if it's giving me... No, it's one less than what I already had. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure we were on 44. I feel like we're on 44. One of those things, I can kind of remember. I just love that everything's getting cursed poison at the moment. It's 50 poison damage over 5 seconds, I believe. I'm gonna have to go back anyway because all of this is pretty bad, but I could probably kill you, mate. Put a decoy right there in front of you. He's like not moving at all. There we go. Okay, there's heaps of stuff here. Let me go back. Yeah, when I drew my Kitty Venus form for this avatar, I had to really consider a few things. Because, like, my character's tail, specifically, has probably been the most... Apart from her outfit changes the most, her tail has changed the most as well. Her tail is, like, really super long. Like, you can't see it because half of her tail's off the fucking screen at the moment. But it's longer than her body, more or less. It's really long. And, it's been rounded. It's had ribbons on it. It's, what else has it been? I don't think I ever had it solid black or anything like that. I've always had white on it. The weird thing is, like, I don't even really think about this, but technically my avatar's cat form should be classified as a tuxedo cat because black and white. Because white tip, black tail. She is a black cat. But my character's forms have been, like, all over the place with, like, the cat forms. So sometimes she's got, like, a silver body with long hair. Sometimes she's got short hair. When she's in a cat form, I think she has the tip of the tail, but it's rounded. Sometimes she's been tabby. It's well confusing. Like, when I go back and I look at my avatar for her forms and stuff, the only consistent thing that I have on Kitty Venus is she has got black ears, she has got light purple wings, and she has got a black tail with a white tip on it. Unless she's in a full cat form. She's in a full cat form, like, I can't fucking help you. There's no reference sheet for that. It's just whatever. In the worst possible way, whatever. Let me just put a fresh one here. I don't think I need it. It's still getting attacked. There's, I think that you... I don't know why I went around the way that I just... Sorry. I just decided to go the longest personal way. Oh, of course, there's these guys. How the fuck am I already... Oh, I didn't empty that. I might be able to pick up boots. Yeah, we can. Alright, well, we'll need to go back in a hot second anyway. Fucking flying scimitars. Yeah, we're pretty close to... We're actually really close to the portal. Not my portal, I mean the waypoint portal. I could have just gone through that. Mate, can you fucking hit it? Thank you. This guy is like... Hold on. Play with that. I'm guessing that she's... Yeah, Eliza's doing the fire damage then. I was like, I'm pretty sure this thing's not exploding stuff. I don't know if this thing's gonna drop a scimitar or not. Sometimes they do. It's just like flying possessed scimitar. They sometimes drop a cracked scimitar. Which is funny because, like, when you really think about it, it's cracked because, you know,
I can't
that's how you kind of like get the fucking possessing thing out of there. But yeah, great fun. I don't think I can. Even if I Jenga'd this, maybe on this corner I might be able to with the boots. There's a one, right? Yeah. Nice. Oh, that is satisfying. I love when it's just enough. Okay.
Good evening.
Hi,
Hello.
bar. So I have like a fuck ton of shit to sell you. I also have a lot of mana and stuff. Just back in the corner. I'm starting to get a lot of rejuvenation potions again, which I need to start selling again. I can, well, not selling, but I mean holding on to. Also, regardless of if this goes on to, what's her face? Eliza, which realistically it should if I feel comfortable with this bow. And the reason why I'm holding on to it at the moment and not just putting it straight on her is because I wasn't 100% sure if this bow was going to be equivalent, for real, actual equivalent. I think it is. And if it is, I will put this bow on Eliza. Right, but for right now, I don't mind holding on to it. I don't also have a spare bow at the moment. So it's nice to have a spare, even though it's one that's going to permanently be taking out my inventory because it's one of the named ones, right? So whatever my last named item is hopefully the item that will be my final item. So when I get to that next area, if I can fucking remember, because I'm gonna need to remember this, right? I need to not be enthusiastic and tired at the same time that night. It happens, okay? And what I need to do is when we go to Act 5 and they want to put a name on my bow, or whatever weapon I choose to put it on, it should be a bow, I only have 2. I need to leave that until after I've killed Baal to officially title the bow that I killed Baal with as my final bow. Because I will probably have to upgrade at least once or twice while I'm dealing with trying to get through his minions and stuff, right? And he'll probably drop something decent, and I can only hope it's a bow.
Good evening.
And if it is, that becomes my final bow forever that my character ends up using. Forever and a day. So, yeah. That's something that's down the track that I need to remember. Because sometimes there's just enthusiasm. And sometimes there's just tiredness. And, like, I don't generally fuck shit up with this playthrough, which is great. I haven't yet. But, like, that is a big one that I could easily see myself accidentally doing. I'll convince you to spam the potion moving sound sometimes. Oh, nobody has to convince me to do anything. Hold on, let me just kill this little guy because he'll come back. He'll make stuff in the. I don't know where he went. I think he's okay. Let's put that over there. Hold on. You turn up your volume for a second, please. Nobody follow me for a hot second while people are like enjoying ambience. There we go. The mod that lives in my attic fucking loves that sound. Oh, I agree. I personally really quite like the coin drop noise, this noise. I really love that, personally. But there's a lot of sounds in Diablo that I really, really like. Mind you, all of Act 2 I really like a fair bit of. Like, it's just nice. He just went, yes. Stack of coins. Yeah, I knew. Look, I know with the scrolls, with the potions, with the money. If I had a charm on me, I'd do that too. I don't have any jewels or anything like that, or I don't think I might have one gem back in base. But yeah, the sound effects in Diablo 2 are just so great. They just make me happy. This is the thing, is usually when I play Diablo 2, even if absolute shit's hitting the fan, like last time I played, like last week, whatever, when we spent 2 hours of me just dying and dying and dying over and over again, it still isn't unsatisfying, because Diablo 2 just brings me happiness, essentially. Like, all the sounds, I don't know, the environment, everything, you know? It says, when you kill a zombie, they make a nice sound. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't have any of those at the moment, because we're out in the desert, and I've got all the saber cats and stuff. But the kind of like low grumble that the zombies and corpses and stuff will make is pretty nice. Yeah. It's almost like a gravelly noise when you think about it. I always find it funny when you're killing these guys, and if you set them on fire, like watch this. They all just start screaming. Like, obviously, but it's funny. So you're gonna make him replay this lot. Look, I don't need much convincing to get somebody else to play this. I'm just enjoying playing it, and I'm very passionate about what I enjoy with this game, because it is my favorite game of all time. Unfortunately, that passion tends to seep into people, and like people just want to relive it, kind of thing. I don't know how, but I have this like fucking ability to like influence people to want to relive happiness, or like just a game kind of thing. Generally speaking, I have a lot of like ability to influence and motivate people to do stuff. It's just something that like I have a natural talent for. Here, was it me? Is her passion seeping into you? Him? Yes. Not in a weird way. Look, I don't know. If I happen to be oozing on you, that's between, I don't know. I was gonna say that's between me and him, and I'm like, that's just getting worse. I'll just stop right there. But yeah, I don't know, it happens. Occasionally seepage happens, okay? We're all adults. You know, senior moments happen. Stuff like that. Look, anything happens. It's occasional seepage happens. Look, it happens, okay? The random conversations, like, Jelly, I don't think you've come in here before when I've been having, like, a really fucking wildly sus conversation through 7 Days to Die. I normally end up with sus ones in 7 Days to Die. In Diablo, normally we get into deep conversations about health and OCD and all sorts of stuff, right? But it does happen. Like, I've said this before, that I think in my rules it says that there's, like, mild dirty humor and stuff like that. But what that means is I might occasionally have mild dirty humor. I just don't want people to be like, you know, sus at me, essentially. Joel just messaged me. I turned to Prillick's stream at the wrong time. I read that as like Droll turned me on at the wrong time, and I'm like, Droll, get the fuck out of here. That's not what this is supposed to be about. Droll's just probably in stitches now, like the hell did I see? People play MMOs and grind to max level in the starting area. I don't think you're the only one that just likes the vibes of the game. Yeah, I don't know. I think the thing is, like, anybody that's played Diablo, let me go back. Anybody that's played a bit of Diablo, you know, you've spent your time going through different areas over and over and over again, and there has to be something about it that you love to want to keep doing this over and over again. Like, it would be pure insanity to keep doing this if you didn't like it, kind of thing. I understand that there's a lot of people that do it for, like, the reward of a certain levelage and stuff. But yeah, I don't play games for those sort of reasons. I don't enjoy playing games for those reasons, I should say. Guys, I think Abrilic's an imposter, or the other kind of sus. Lol. I don't know. The game crafted with love from very old time. Yeah. It is just a game that's crafted with, like, the passion of each person in each category, you know. Somebody that worked on art, spent time drawing these little interwoven thingies, for instance, that, like, you can barely fucking see. Like, I take it back to the old graphics. And, like, this is great. I love this shit, except I did find it really disorientating when I did this the first time, and I couldn't, like, okay, I'm used to this where you can't see anything when you're in an inventory and when you have a quest map open at the same time. Let me show you. Get out here. And I bring quests and I bring up my inventory and you can't see shit. when you're running around. But if I turn it to Resurrected, you have it on other sides, and I'm like, what is this? I don't remember it like this. You know. The other funny thing is, like some of the items, I don't recognize them. And I've had to turn it back on the graphics to be able to actually see what the fuck I'm watching. You know. Mana after each kill. Nah, that's not good enough. It's incredibly impressive for its time. It was fucking impressive when you think about it. Especially considering how well a lot of it holds up today. Like sound effects and all sorts of shit. You know, it's really nice. It's like, even this. Like, flames used to be such a cool, huge thing at one point in time. Well, fuck off, love. Yeah, like, flames now, you expect them to look good, but flames back then, flames were so cool in any game. The Sala's game is iconic. I know that, like, not everybody's that interested in the game, to be fair. Like, I know that sometimes I'm playing this and people are like, oh, I can't stand to, like, watch it or listen to it and stuff. And I understand, when you put, like, this, and you hear her, like, grunting non-stop, and you're like, ugh. Like, it's hard to, like, do some stuff, focus and stuff. But then other times, like, depends on who's playing it, how they're playing it and stuff like that. What is this? Bone Called Hungry, Fire Enchanted, Extra Strong, Mana Burn, and Immune to Physical. It's not too bad. I also like the fact that back then they used to manually name everything. So every type of creature in here was manually named. Like, this is a death beetle. And that sounds awesome, you know. And then there's bosses in here that have, like, super custom names. Like, I came across a direwolf that was, like, a fucking zombie earlier. And, I came across some other ones that had, like, ultra cool names and stuff. And I just love it because somebody sat down and took the time to fucking name the thing. A lot of the variations are just variation of color. Like, this is Pulse Burn the Impaler, Undead Extra Fast, Multiple Shots, Fire Enchanted, Immune to Fire, Immune to Lightning. And there's also, what? Beetle? What? There's Beetle something in here. There's, like, Beetle Nut or something. What the fuck are you? Beetle Burst. Beetle Burst, Magic Resistant, Mana, Burn, Teleportation, Immune to Lightning. They're highly flammable though, just FYI. I think it's also a game that's literally responsible for half the games industries deciding to innovate its HUI design. What's it? Like before this game, games would have health number, maybe bar, and what? Hold on, let's put you down there. What does it have? Maybe what? Maybe a bar. Then they were like, no, let's just make ornate graphics or HUI and represent the information in a super cool way. And everyone else went, ooh, like I like these things, like these looking after health and mana and stuff. So the funny thing is, when I was little, I used to, obviously there was a point in time when I got to actually play Diablo a fair bit, and I would go to sleep, like I'd try to go to sleep and I'd have dreams or nightmares or whatever, that I was literally, like my character was dying and there was nothing I could do, and those were like my nightmares and shit. Of course I had other normal nightmares and shit, but you know, when it came down to it, shit like this stuck with me and it like entered my dreamscape and stuff. Probably because it was fucking imaginative, although I did see, I saw this old kind of banner thing the other day. Streamlabs had it for something, and I was like, oh, that's like delightfully old school. It was like something to do with people could cheer points, and it would have your profile picture, your Twitch profile picture as a streamer, and if people cheered points, it had a health bar, and like your health bar would take damage and your profile photo would like shake like it was taking damage and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that's really like right there in like the old school stuff. It was great. I don't have space to keep all these. I'm gonna have to start actually using these again. That's fine, because I found it indestructible. I don't want to drop it. I want to keep it, and I also found this. It's better than, it's technically stronger than my current gear, but it's not good enough to replace my current gear. So yeah, I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it yet. I'll keep it as spare shit in case I die or something. Yeah, exactly, that was innovative. I've been meaning to ask, but what the hell do you have stuffed into that bottle? You goblin slave trainer now. What bottle? What fucking bottle? Goblin slave trader. I have a bottle? I am so confused, Bazza. Let me just sell some of this stuff. I'll wait for you to clarify that. Inside your box. Oh, this! The Herodic Cube. Okay, this, yeah, no. This is a Herodic Cube. And that's just a mummified trophy. It's a weapon or something that necromancers can use. They hold on to it, and you see it on their character. They hold on to a little shrunken head, and it does stuff. Like, in this case, it adds poison damage to a necromancer and to necromancer skills and stuff. So that's what that does. But yeah, there's all kinds of like shrunken heads and whatever in this game that you can like use. They're usually for sorceresses, necromancers, I think druids. I'm not entirely sure with that. But yeah, there's a few classes that use it. I